Greetings and salutations, loyal crew. My name is Skipper the 14th, and welcome back to another episode of the Test of Time Metaseries. In the last episode, I forgot to save. I forgot to do a hard save, so we're starting a few turns behind on an autosave here. My bad. So what we actually did in the last episode was we just kind of chilled. You know, we went order. We haven't done order for the series yet since we're going for a scientific victory, and order gives bonuses towards a scientific victory. I figured it would be fitting. Even though going freedom would have been equally as viable, I decided to just, do something a little different. Yeah, so we're a few turns behind, but nothing too drastic. It's not like we have to redo a lot of what we did. We shall be fine. Yeah, I also mentioned last episode that once we get the scientific victory, I want to kind of use all the oil that we've got, because we have, 83, even with exporting 10 to other civs and using some for some of our units. We should make a huge tank army and roll over everyone except for Persia, because they're the only ones who don't hate us for killing Russia like we did. Also probably going to settle a city down here near the marble. We haven't gotten to atomic theory yet, with this autosave, so I think there's also some uranium down there we could grab. But anyway, it's again trying to decide where to build the ironworks. Just like whoever builds it the most amount of turns needs it more, because that means they have the lowest production. Actually, I can just look at who has the least amount of production. I think it's demographics here. Yeah, no, it's here. City list by production. Looks like Kufa down here understandably has the least amount of production, then Medina here. Since Medina is where we built, what's it, Brandenburg Gate? Yeah, I'm gonna build ironworks in here once. Yeah, build ironworks in here. I would like to remain the host, please. Thank you. Right, Ethiopia goes freedom alongside India, and then Darius goes order alongside us, right? Oh no, he went autocracy this time. Interesting. Last time we went through these turns, Persia went order like us. So yeah, now he went autocracy for the free, he saw the free policies and went for it. So yeah, we might end up killing him. Interesting how just like moving back a few turns makes him completely change his mind on that. I could have sworn I made a hard save, but I guess I didn't, or maybe it, got deleted somehow. I don't know what happened. See, you're gonna see some familiar rehashment, but nothing else I can do, really. Ethiopia's denounced Persia. Yeah, I don't wonder. Any and all tank-fueled revengeance plans can wait until we've completed our rocket to Alpha Centauri, which is indeed the conceit of the space victory. You're essentially colonizing another planet. I do resettlement, because I do plan on settling at least one or two more cities, like down here, to get some more of the resources. Now, Gandhi went Broadway. He's clearly going for culture, but we're gonna grab the policy that lets us finish the spaceship parts with great engineers. So, and we have, now we have 6 of them. 6 great engineers, I think. Oh no, we got a great scientist instead. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 great engineers. Then when we get that policy, we'll get a 6th one, but we'll also get a 6th one presumably in 3 turns. Go atomic theory, find uranium for nuclear power plants. I don't have any intentions of nuking anyone. Then from there, we'll go ecology for both recycling plants and solar plants. Recycling plants give us some more aluminum. Solar plants, we can build those on desert and get production bonuses without using uranium. Then we'll do nuclear fission for the nuclear plants, for those cities who can't build a solar plant. Then we'll do satellites to build a map. Hubble Space Telescope, first spaceship part, then the next spaceship part, then the next one, and the next one. And then I'm going to put off getting lasers as long as possible, because that will upgrade our tanks into modern armor, which require aluminum instead of oil. Probably don't want fusion either, because that will turn them into giant death robots. So I think that should put us where we were last episode. Yeah, there's some uranium down there. There's some down there, which I can use Cortez down here to nab. And there's also some over here as well, but we only need 3, 4. That 7 should probably be enough to get the power plants we need. But actually, Mecca, you should build the Apollo program. Get us into space, my friend. But you start building tanks. Damascus. Not workers. Stupid thing keeps moving on me. There we go. Just crank out a bunch of tanks. So you probably have them stop doing that at some to the point so we can build spaceship parts. In retrospect, probably should have upgraded that artillery into a rocket artillery. That used up one of our aluminum, but actually, no, it's fine. We'll have plenty for what we need, that being the spaceship. The Huns want order. Okay. So they're the ones who joined us in our ideology. It's kind of awkward, because if we want to get to these guys, we'll have to go through him. I guess we could just sign an open borders treaty, but still. And machine guns also have 2 range in this mod, because I think it's dumb that they only have 1 in the base game. And bazookas too. I think bazookas only have 1 range in the base game. That's probably more than enough. Tempting as it is to, like, build as many tanks as, like, our oil reserves will allow, I think there's a certain practicality. If we're gonna actually use these tanks, we need to take the practicality of moving them all over the map into account. Huns have denounced India. Yeah, things are getting spicy. The rest of the world, as people are falling into ideologies. Went to all the effort of putting the ironworks here in Medina because it had Brandenburg Gate. I'm not even building any of our tanks in it, so let's rectify that. The reason I'm worried about that is because with the Brandenburg Gate and all 3 of the experience buildings, you can get 3 promotions, on a unit right off the rip. So a fun little fact while we're continuing to kind of SimCity ourselves here. The model for the tanks in this game are based on the Russian T-34s, or I guess the Soviet T-34s from the Second World War, whereas in, I think, the other 3 games where they have like a model or a sprite that's based on something, they're based on the M4 Shermans from the US from the Second World War. Just kind of little nothing burger of a fact there for you. And even in, I think Civ 4, well, actually, no, I don't think the tank model changes based on the Civ. I know, like, a lot of the unit models change based on your Civ, just to kind of reflect, you know, what they would have looked like. Mayan swordsmen look like the Jaguars of Aztecs, but I don't think the tank model ever actually changes. I think the tank model stays the same. I'm rambling. Alright, that's our 6th Crate Engineer. So we could, in theory, use him to rush something else, maybe the Hubble Space Telescope. I'm also going to start sending all my trade routes internally, because we will get a bonus to our internal trade routes with another one of the order policies. I don't know why I'm moving my tanks over here. If we're going to start this war, we should start over here. Like train we got of tanks. Also, it'll be a fun little nod to when we use tanks in Civ 4, you know? Send food around, because we got a lot of specialists running, and they're eating up a lot of food without making any to cover how much they're eating, so our cities are growing relatively slowly. And we have plenty of production, so also going with drill for most of these tanks, because there's going to be there's a lot of forest. Well, not really. Actually, America's mostly flatland, so maybe we should, but there was a lot of forest this way. Yeah, maybe shock would be better, because if there was a lot of forest when the game started, there probably isn't any more. I'm curious to see what ideologies Nobunaga and Washington pick, because they haven't picked theirs yet. Everyone else has. So I wonder if either of them will go order, or if they'll go freedom autocracy. I don't think any of the city-states have a trade route request, so I think I'm actually going to fleet some of our cargo ships, because we can't do I don't think we can actually do any internal trade routes through cargo ships. Our 2 coastal cities are too far away from each other. And turn those back into land trade routes, so we can do more internals. Nice smart buildings here, because we can get them for crazy cheap. Do you have a broadcast tower already somehow? No, why can't I? Oh, museum first, right. I was skipping a step in my brain. You build Neuschwanstein for us, Kufa, because you're the only city who can. As far as no one else built Machu Picchu. Like, it's very, well, let's say it's the Civ 6 AI that loves to build Machu Picchu as soon as it can, but I guess Civ 5 AI doesn't care as much. Yeah, we got another rocket artillery from Budapest. Not gonna look a gift horse in the mouth. A gift Katyusha in the mouth, I guess. Or better for shock, because I think most of the land we'll be fighting in will be open terrain. Yeah, now that we got, what was it, penicillin? Yeah, we can do medical labs. And we got another trade route slot. That's great. If only we were the Netherlands, we could put a whole bunch of polders down. Real talk, this would have been a great map great start for the Netherlands, as well as a lot of floodplains and marsh around here. Wonder which city has the highest economic overview. Here we go. City has the highest culture. Medina. Policy. Let's grab spaceflight engineers. Finish spaceship parts with great engineers. Great engineer, great scientists appear outside the capital. Alright. Let's just pop that great scientist. Yet another great engineer. Now we have more than we need, so we can spare one for anything we want, really. I assume America and Japan are going to go... One of them's going to go autocracy because that's the only one that still has a free policy open. Then the last guy is kind of a wild card because there won't be any free policies left at all. Yeah, if you're the second person to pick an ideology, you get one free policy. If you're the first, you get two. And you only get two if you're the first. Yeah, we can't build a solar plant here. Oh, yeah, we can here in Moscow. I don't think we can here in Medina, no. So Medina's going to need a nuclear plant. But Mecca can build a solar plant. Damascus can build a solar plant. And Baghdad can build a solar plant. Archaeology stolen. Someone's spying on us. There's not really any reason to prevent spies from stealing text from you in this game because there's like no negative consequences for them stealing tech from you. It's like the thing that happens is they get a tech. Like you don't lose anything. It's not like you suddenly forget how to use that tech. And luxury marble. Well, we don't have marble, so yet, but it won't really affect us. World ideology order passes. Ban luxury marble fails. Okay. We probably already have more than enough to take out everybody, but no kill quite like overkill, right? Try cultural heritage sites again. I think I have enough. Could probably get enough votes by the time that comes around to be able to push that through regardless. Oh! Gandhi declared on Darius. Curious to see how that goes. I guess probably not much. Nuclear fission. Alright, so that gives us... Well, we don't have... wait, are we getting uranium from Moscow? Is it like settled on top of it? Oh! The Great General I sent over there to claim it. It's definitely more than enough for that front. I think we can like start sending some over here now. Maybe just like cross the ocean, get to Persia, India, and Ethiopia. Yeah, heard of that. We don't really need to be trading with city-states anymore, especially since we're not going freedom. Oh, Haile Selassie joined in on Darius, so it's the two freedom guys against the autocracy guy. I think I've seen that somewhere before, but Jane Austen.
I cannot fix on the hour, the spot, or look at the words which laid the foundation. I was in the middle before I knew that I had begun.
I gotta read that book one of these days. Oh, America's thinking of settling another city. I think I'd take one of these great engineers, make a manufactory here in Medina, give it a little bit more production to work with. Spice it up for broadcast tower yet. You do nuclear power plant because you can't do a solar plant. You two. And you two. Oh, and you as well. Landmark. Don't really care about tourism, so we're not going to do any artifacts. I think I've talked about that. Oh, jeez. They've got barbs. So that means that they're incredibly unhappy. Let's check the... I think it's in the... I think it's under the tourism. Yeah, sure. Oh, he's friendly now because we're order. Yeah. He doesn't have any other reason to hate us. It's the tourism overview here, right? Yeah. Let's see here, culture victory. Oh yeah, civil resistance. Oh right, because we put order through as the world ideology. They're getting extra pressure to flip to order. So Ethiopia is in negative happiness now, but India and Persia are still in positives. I think Ethiopia would be unhappy even without that pressure because they're getting 14 unhappiness pressure from ideology, but they're at negative 19 now, so even without that they'd still be unhappy. But they are desperately unhappy at the moment. I don't get why tanks can get formation. I don't think they need any kind of combat bonus against mounted units. I think the strongest mounted unit can't really stand against a tank in any circumstance, mods notwithstanding. Might you just entered the modern era? They denounced Persia, so have they picked they somehow have not picked an ideology yet. Maybe they will next turn. They don't like Persia, so they're probably not going autocracy, if I were to guess. Alright, let's do more. Let's get some more happiness. 80 happiness now, good grief. Yeah. So yeah, once you get to ideologies, you can pretty safely forget about your happiness woes. They're no longer at war. Oh, America went order! Oh, look at that. Alright, so maybe we can spare them. I don't know if that's enough for America to like us now. Persia stole Budapest from me. I see how it is. Banza Congo won Neuschwanstein. Banza Congo wants Faith. Persia stole Singapore again. And Neuschwanstein. Milan wanted Neuschwanstein. Alright. America won order. Let's move our tanks away from America's border because they might like us now that we're both order. Interesting that they went order even though autocracy had a free policy open. I guess they just really hate Persia. Don't want to be associated with them in any way. Oh, they give us a mobile SAM this time. How nice of them. Them being Budapest, that is. Can't imagine we'll be facing any planes, but I appreciate the gift. Right, these guys stopped exploring because we revealed all the world with satellites. It'd be kind of redundant building the Hubble Space Telescope because we're going to be rushing all these parts with great engineers anyway. Speaking of which, we can build our first part, the SS Cockpit. Oh, we don't actually fully complete it, so maybe the bonus production towards it if we can't pull out on one turn with a great engineer. And again, we have been holding on to that one engineer for a long time, so maybe it's like the older engineers aren't going to give as much production. Because like the production they give. I think the production, like the yields you get from like popping a great person depend on what area you got that great person in, maybe. Another mobile SAM gifted to us from somebody. I didn't even see who that one was from. The Huns. When did the Huns declare war on Persia? I totally missed that. Yeah, I did not see when that happened. They've got a firm grasp on Malacca. Or Malacca. Solution. Oh, did we see this in the France game? I don't know that we did, but we actually managed to get Ethiopia to flip to order because their happiness pressure was so bad that they finally relented. That's fun. So does that make them like us anymore? No. We built wonders they wanted. We voted against their proposal in the World Congress, and they don't like our warmongering. So I doubt they're going to like us, and I'm probably still going to go after them because they denounced us, but I'm curious to see if the Hubble Space Telescope will give us more production when we use a engineer to rush. I bought a great profit there because some of these cities wanted a religion. Any other great people worth buying with faith? I can buy great merchants. That would with some of these city-states. Here's Malacca, because Malacca still has a lot of... That's Singapore. Malacca. Is Malacca even on this map? Yeah, Malacca here. I'm thinking with the Great Merchant is I can send them to a city-state, get a bunch of money, and then use that money to buy more influence with other city-states probably. Not like we're going for diplomatic victory, but I like having the... I like being able to put through the resolutions that I want. Cape Town has uranium. Kizil has a lot of oil. Alright, we have our first spaceship part, the SS Cockpit. Now, this consumes 1 aluminum. You can see here. Yeah, we're losing more from the cockpit. Now, if I add it to the spaceship, does that... Okay, so it no longer consumes a part, an aluminum, if it's added to the spaceship. That's good to know. You come down to Kabul. Right, so that's 1 spaceship part down, 5 to go. Right, I've already forgotten. I was going to send start another city, send it down here to get that marble and this uranium. I don't think we really need the uranium anymore. Yeah, also I noticed while editing the last episode, there is another source of crab up here. There is at least more than one. I don't think you can get more than 1 tech per turn from bulbs with scientists, so I'm going to hold off on that guy. Till next turn at least. 1 settler here in Baghdad, because I think that's closest to this source of crab up here. Also, that would also get us even more uranium. And then here's St. Petersburg. I'll buy another... Okay, now that we have advanced ballistics, we can build the SS boosters. Let's try to find where they will be built the quickest. Let's send you over to Moscow, and you... Okay, yeah, so I don't think the Space Telescope actually changes the amount of production you get from the engineers, but nevertheless. Gandhi got Statue of Liberty. Good for him. People are sending great musicians into our territory. The fools. Now some of our cities want gold. If I make friends with Cape Town, I can get some gold. Oh yeah, I just noticed now, there's another source of crab right there. That may have been hidden in the fog of war or something, or I just wasn't paying attention. It's telecoms. You build the CN tower then, just for fun. Because why the hell not, right? Oh yeah, this guy's giving even less production, so... I wonder if it's related to how much production per turn the city gets. I don't know what the math is behind that. Or related to the production in the city itself. Thankfully, once we build all the parts of the spaceship, we don't need to wait for it to, like, actually fly to the other planet. We don't need to wait for it to arrive like we do in Civ 4 and 6. Just as soon as it's done, we win. Like in Save 3. And now we do the workers' faculties. Get even more science. Wish I'd look to see how much that actually gave us, but sure it was a lot. Yeah, sure. Oh, he's friendly now for some reason. I think he's afraid of us. And Ethiopia's friendly because they're order. America's not friendly with us even though we're both order. Oh, he wants our land. That's why. Now we need to move this guy over to Mecca. I sure if I had gotten, well, as if I gotten airports, I could have airlifted these units to Mecca, but it's going to take 2 turns for it to get there anyway. And if I airlift it, I won't be able to attach it until next turn. So it's kind of moot. I don't think any of the city-states can give us spices. A lot of city-states want us to get spices. The only spices I see are in India. Makes sense. Yeah, it looks like he's got a monopoly on the stuff. Ethiopia doesn't have any. Persia doesn't have any. I don't see any city-states that have any. So if we want it, we're going to have to ask India for it. He's not going to trade any of it because he doesn't have enough to trade. I wonder how many tanks we have. I really feel like counting each individual one. So are there any other maritime city-states I can befriend? Because I would like some more food in my cities. Almost all the city-states, with the exception of Jerusalem and Congo. Everyone else is firmly in my pocket, just the way I like it. Basra. Alright, Baghdad, you just chill. Another SS booster added to the spaceship, and a third. That's 4 down, 2 more to go. Alright, we got a free policy because of Sydney Opera House. I'm just gonna buy a worker here in Basra instead of waiting like 50 turns for one to come all the way down from another city. I know it wouldn't be 50 turns, but cocoa. Is there anywhere we can get cocoa? Ethiopia will give us some, in theory, if they don't lose Adwa to Persia. What do you want for cocoa? Oh, just 1 to 1. Alright, awesome. Pleasure to doing business with you. Cultural Heritage Sites passes. International Games fails. Really? Wonder who voted against that. Maybe, like, no one voted on it at all because everyone was trying to stop me from pushing cultural heritage sites. Where is Bonza Congo anyway? Here. They want a great general and faith. About 1,000 gold instead. That's everybody now, except for Jerusalem. Who do you want me to bully? Cape Town. That's not happening. Yeah, I also want to be friends with Attila. Okay, maybe not. Do you want to be friends? No. Do you want to be friends? Man. Alright. Lots of people are friendly, but no one actually wants to be my friend. Reason we can get particle physics without computers. I don't like this military build up on my border here, America. What are you planning? I wish I could, like, tell the AI to be like, how about you move your troops off my border or declare war? It's not fair that the AI gets to do that to you, but you don't get to do that to them. You don't get to call their bluff or call them out. I don't think it's necessarily a bluff. Marble. So that makes Medina and Kufa happy. I think it might be safe to pull our cities off of Great Person Focus now that we've got all the engineers we're going to need for the spaceship parts. There really isn't anything else we need from Great People. Here's the engine. 1 more part. Unfortunately, we're a few techs away from that last part, so I guess how about you... Yeah, you got a lot of food. How about you use it? Lower our science a bit, but we will get science from pop we have anyway, so... Plus we can just buy a great scientist with faith. Doesn't really matter. Tradition belief. Japan with piety. They also are still in the industrial era. They might not actually get to pick an ideology. Especially if we win the game and go on a rampage. See a tower, it's a free pop and happiness in every city. I think I've got all the tenets in order that I want. Yeah, since we're going down the military path, let's go order. Honor. Nobunaga finally entered the modern era. Soon we'll see what ideology he picks. Yeah, America. Just either they're wary of me about to declare war on them, or they're planning to declare war on me. I don't know why I embarked that guy on that island, but it is what it is. Thank you, rationalism. So what did they pick? They also went order. So I guess like the world ideology decision in the World Congress does influence what the AI picks. Sets food down to Basra because it's understandably growing pretty slowly. Alright. Oh, another great marchand. It's in Jerusalem. So I think they're the only ones we're not allied with yet. Yeah. We went over the amount of science we needed for nanotech, but because we already discovered a tech through bulbing, we're not going to get it till next turn. So, delegates. Alright, we need 40 to win. We have only 36, so unless someone else votes for us, which I don't think is likely, then we're not going to win that. Japan has denounced India. Interesting that Japan became friends with India, even though, I mean, America became friends with India, even though they're different. Oh, and India is now guarded against us. Okay. I wonder why they were friendly earlier. Great Firewall. Yeah, I don't think so. Okay, good. No world leader chosen. I didn't want to win diplomatically before we could win through science. Funny as it would have been, it also would have been kind of embarrassing. It looks like I'm already sending food to St. Petersburg from Medina, so send food to Moscow instead. Alright, Basra, I'm just gonna give you a big long work list. Get proposal. Let's do International Space Station. Let's see, we can buy a spaceship factory. Let's see if that increases the... No, alright. Actually, can I get this in one? Yes. Do production focus just for this one turn on Mecha. So we can finish that next turn, and then that should be the end of the game. Because like I said, you don't need to wait for the spaceship to arrive. Once you launch it, you just instantly win the game. So that settler still hasn't made it to the Crab Island. I wonder how far away they are. Oh, probably like a turn or two away. Alright. So let's put Mecha back on food focus. Alright, with that added, yep. We won.
You have achieved victory through mastery of science. You have conquered the mysteries of nature and led your people on a voyage to a brave new world. Your triumph will be remembered as long as the stars burn in the night sky.
That was our first science victory in Civ 5. Probably the easiest science victory in the series, because has the fewest amount, well, I would say it has the fewest amount of parts to build, but that's technically not true. The Civ 6 victory has, I think, like 4 different things you need to do, 4 or 5. But once you complete everything, then you're done, like in Civ 3. There are only 6 parts in here. There were, I think, 10 in Civ 3. I think also 10 or 12 in Civ 4. Future me, do the math. In Civ 6, you don't actually like build individual parts of the spaceship. At least with like the last expansion. You do like moon landing, then Mars landing, then you do an Earth satellite, then you do the moon landing, then you do a Mars colony, then you do the exoplanet expedition. So that's 4 steps. Then you can build laser stations to help that spaceship reach the exoplanet faster. But in Civ 4 and 6, you still need to wait for the spaceship to reach its destination, and in Civ 3 you need like a lot of late game resources, and you cannot build the parts without them. In Civ 4 they give you a discount, and in Civ 5 you just need aluminum, and you can build buildings that will give you extra aluminum if you didn't end up with any. So definitely the easiest scientific victory, but still, it was fun, you know. After wiping out Russia, just sitting in tech and being a good little Civ and minding our business. Also, after Beyond Earth release, they added this button to the scientific victory, Go Beyond Earth. I think this takes you to the Steam page for Beyond Earth. I don't think it opens up Beyond Earth if you have it, which is good because I don't think most computers could handle running both Civ 5 and Beyond Earth at the same time. Yeah, alright, we're at normal episode length, so I'm going to stop this episode here, and in the next episode, we are going to take one more turn and use our massive tank army that we built to just take over the world. If you liked what you saw, please feel free to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Doing all those things tells the magical YouTube algorithm guys that you like what I do and you want more people to see it. Also, if you want to support the channel more directly, I have a coffee page where for as little as $1 a month, you can help me make these videos a little faster and a little better, and even get some recognition and some voice in future videos. And as always, be good, stay safe, and I'll see you all next time.